Serialized cards. There's less than 1% chance to pull one out of a collector pack. Let's see what that means for you. You should be watching this video if you care about the rarity of the serialized cards, because it's possible, based on Wizards' own calculations, to calculate back how many actual collector booster packs will be printed, because they told us that they will be extremely difficult to get a hold of these serialized cards. There will in fact be a less than 1% chance per collector booster pack to pick one up. This means that they have printed a lot, not just a little, but like a shit ton more of the collector booster packs than what we had initially guessed. The value of these cards will definitely be contingent on how much the market can absorb, and as things are right now, with everybody being very negative and the climate of the financial market being very negative as well, this is going to be a difficult one to pull off. By our estimation, they have printed a lot, maybe even way too much. The amount of serialized cards printed is valuable information for you to know if you're a collector or investor and looking to pick up some of these serialized cards. So let's hear some numbers.
As Sophie mentioned in an earlier video, we had estimated about 3% pull rate, and that number was absolutely off, because Wizard had announced that the pull rate was actually just a little below 1%. That means that you're looking at around 3 million booster collector packs.
Yeah, 3.15 million.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
That is a lot of packs. And what makes this a little bit worse actually is that a lot of these old bordered schematic artifacts that have announced are going to be inside these collector boxes and collector booster packs. Well, what does that mean for those cards? Because those cards are the, sought after cards. It's the chase cards in these packs. And they are some really valuable cards. But will they continue to be valuable if they are printed to oblivion? Because that is what they're going to be. We did a little numbers crunching, and we looked at Card Market to see how many of these cards are available at the moment, and that gave us a spread to see how many mythics are going to be available, how many rares, and how many uncommons. Around 10% of all available cards are mythic cards, 30% are rares, and around 60% are uncommons. So far so good. So remember those 3.15 million booster packs. Each booster pack has around 3 to 4 old frame schematic cards inside them. That means that you're going to get around 3 to 4 schematics old bordered cards per pack. That means you're looking at around 9.45 million cards and 12.6 million cards. And that is a lot. If you take maybe the most sought after cards in the set, Mox Amber, we don't know exactly how many Mox Amber they're going to print, but we did the numbers crunching, and 0.5% of all the cards on Card Market of these old school and schematic cards are Mox Ambers. So if you take 0.5% of these, around 9.5 million cards and 12.6 million cards, that gives you very close to 49,000 Mox Ambers set in a low and 68,000 Mox Ambers set in a high. That is a lot of Mox Ambers that's going to be floating around on the market, and that is going to affect the prices of all the Mox Ambers already out there.
Yeah, and we had already talked about perhaps Wizards is actually trying to lower the price of all the other Mox Ambers to make the serialized Mox Ambers even more special. Is this perhaps even a tactic to make sure that the serialized cards will be highly sought after? Because if they can do that, if the price goes up on the serialized cards, and maybe even more than they had initially expected, that would entice people to buy more collector booster boxes and to crack more of them. And we know they need that, because we know they need to get their revenue up for the last quarter, because it is not looking great. They had some pretty depressing numbers in the last quarter, and they need to get those numbers up. That's what they promised Hasbro and their stockholders.
Yeah, exactly. They're trying to remake the Hidetsugu effect from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. It was a chase card, and he was a highly sought after chase card, but there wasn't a whole market of Hidetsugus out there being affected by this chase. But there is this time around. They have printed, as you said, a shit ton of packs, and the question becomes, are they actually able to unload all these packs in the current climate, in the current market?
With a lot of people, drawing back, as we've spoken about on this channel for the last couple of weeks, everybody's really mad. Collectors, players, investors, everybody's pissed at Wizards right now, and I don't think they'll be able to sell all of this. I've seen other channels discuss this as well. If they really have printed as much as we think they have, 3.50 million individual collector booster packs, that is a lot. And it's not everything is going into, we need to think about this and also frame it correctly. Not everything will be going into a collector booster box. Some of them will be going on individual hangers for different stores. Some of them will go into the gift edition bundles. So we're not just talking, individual collector boxes. And you also have to remember that the collector boxes are available in a lot of different languages. We're not just saying that they're printing too many of the collector boxes, even though I think so. I think we'll have a very large, perhaps like January sale, or maybe getting closer to summer, where they will just dump the rest of the Brothers War collector booster boxes, like we've seen on other product on Amazon recently. And people, really take a breather. Don't go buy into a lot of stuff or over leveraging yourself, because there will be a Black Friday Amazon sale. They've spoken honestly. There's a inventory glut, which means they're stuck with a lot of product that they can't hand off, and they're saying that you are price sensitive. So let's see how they think they can unload this product.
So just to sum it up, they have printed a shit ton of collector packs. There are going to be really, really good opportunities for you to go pick up collector boxes if you want to invest in sealed product. A lot of product is going to be unloaded at some point, and you're going to have some really nice discounts. Also, if you're in the singles market, wait those 60 to 90 days, because prices will drop rapidly, and you will be able to get cards that are going to have this old border style. Those cards are going to be devalued a lot, because these cards are going to be floating around everywhere. So if you're in the singles market, wait. If you're in the collectible markets and sealed product market, wait. Another thing worth considering is that right now all these serialized cards is the hot shit in town. We haven't seen it before, and it's a really sought after item. They come in the old school, they come in the schematic frame, and the cards are gorgeous and are sought after in decks. But if Wizards do this trick every other set they release, if there are serialized cards in the next set and the next set and the next set, the effect is going to be washed out, and these cards will not continue to hold up the high price they have right now. So before you buy, consider if it's better to wait, see what happens in the future. Wizards might be doing this again. If they see this is the next big cash cow, they're going to do it again and again and again until the effect begins to dwindle. If you'd like to know more about how to invest in single cards and how to invest in Magic, check out this video. Another thing in the Brothers War flying underneath the radar. Transformers! I am so excited, and I know I might be the only one, because I've seen a lot of videos about YouTubers saying who wants this shitty product, I played with Transformers when I was a kid and I loved it, and right now I have the opportunity to get Transformers card in packs I'm going to buy anyways. So for me it's just an added bonus, an added benefit, and I am excited about it. If you have some Transformers cards you don't know what to do with, just send it my way, because I'm so excited about it. And also those Transformers cards come in a normal frame, and also come in this shattered glass frame. And actually these shattered glass frames are really, really rare. Only 1% of these cards are going to be shattered glass frames. So actually it might prove out to be even more rare than those schematic Mox Ambers. So hang on to those Transformers cards if you are lucky enough to pull them in packs.
I'm definitely with Rudy on this one. I mean, who asked for this? I get the whole Transformers nostalgia. I played with them too as a kid, but I mean, I don't want to be like pulling Hercule and Ursa and Thanos and getting Ashnod's Ultra and
Megatron.
And exactly, that's how it's going to be. It's going to be like, huh? So no, I'm not a fan. I think they should have just made a secret lair, and everybody who isn't really interested in having their flavor effed up by a Transformers card popping out in your face. I mean, why people, why? But I'm happy for you. I think it's really nice that you get to enjoy them, but I really would have preferred to see them as a secret lair. Just put it in a secret lair that we won't buy either. Or
just put it in your binder and revisit your old joyful childhood.